Hey guys, my name is Ty Brown. I'm tysplanes.com if you look at me on my website. I just finished up this model of a Hoist house. I'm going to do a quick video on some description on the construction of it. I usually do a build video. I've got several of these kits already out, and I'm going to try to do this just to give a general overview, and maybe later I'll do a full build on it. Anyway, what I wanted to do is the molds, the parts are all cast in a heat resistant resin. It's supposed to be up to 200 some odd degrees, but the thinner parts, I found out the other day when I had painted a door, the thinner parts still can warp. It doesn't affect the shade, that doesn't affect the texture, but on the thinner parts, if you leave it in direct sunlight, it can warp the door or something like that. If you do use this outside, you do need to reinforce the insides of a door or something to keep it from deforming. But once glued in place, it shouldn't have a problem. But if you put a stringer or something across the back, that'll help that out. The roof sections, they are thin. So if you do put it outside, you do need, once you get it together, you do need to reinforce around the edges and across the center so you don't have any warping whatsoever. I have not put one of these outside. I do mostly inside modeling. Just wanted to let you know that. Let's see here. The sides are thick enough. You shouldn't have any problems whatsoever. The next thing is your parts will have some flashing in them. You need to take and remove all that flashing. I usually clean up the edges, but like your windows, when you're getting ready to install the windows, there may be some flashing on the edge. Take a sandpaper and just clean up the edges because it's going to have flashing on it. Plus, you have to clear out all the panes. Some of them, this one just happened to just fit dead in place. No sanding at all except for getting the flashing off. Some of them, you may have to touch, have to come along here and sand off the edges a little bit to get them to go in place. I do provide 5 windows so they can all be closed. I'll also include in the kit 2 windows that are open if that's what you want. Let's see. Before you start on anything, putting this together, you need to wash all the parts. You need to wash them in something like Dawn or something that is to remove any of the mold release I use. You need to wash the parts really good. What I would do is I get all the flashing, get it all done, and then wash them. I just take a soft, make up a soapy bath, and I just take a soft brush and just wash them down. As far as the building itself, it's really easy. When you put it together, the sides are supposed to be glued flush right here where the joints actually touch here. I don't have the other one here. And then on the other side, you just want them dead flush where it's 90 degrees all the way around. And what I have got, you'll see, somebody asked me the other day, got one of the kits, what's the boards for? These are battens, the same size that's on here. They are to cover that seam right there. You got 6 of them, but you only really need 4. So that will cover that crease right there on all 4 sides, just giving you a batten. Let's see here. The roof assembly. My original one did not have this ledge here. If you do a good job, you can just you do have to sand the angle. Take it and sand the angle in. And this one here is just butt glued. I've got them in there and I just glued them up together and it's held. I did go back just to cover that little tiny gap I had at the top. I did put a piece of basswood, something like that, just to cover that edge. And I roughed it up to make it look like a rough edge. But only thing holding it is a butt glue joint. You can see where I sanded it here, and it's held up for me handling it without any problems. The glue I use on this, I use primarily CA glue. If you get it in there, you get the part together and you hold it. Sometimes it'll grab immediately, but you just hold it together and that will not go anywhere. It's hard to break them apart. But I do use CA glue. If you're going to use it outside, something like that, you may want to come back inside with like a goop or something in the corners, a GOOP, and that it will never come apart. So let's see here. I've got that, covered that. Let's see. I am producing some. I had made this one for myself, the smokestack, because I'm using a steam donkey with a winch on it for my winch. So that's why I made that stack. Somebody asked me if I had those. I did not, but I am in the process of making a master for them now. Once you get it all together, once you get it all together, what I do is I use a good primer. This is Rust-Oleum flat red primer. That's what I use. Just give it a light mist and then go back and paint it. And I do get good coverage of the whole thing. After I got that on there, I came back with the Rust-Oleum, the camouflage. I used the khaki. It gives you like a light colored wood look. You don't want to paint light colors directly over your rusty red or flat red primer, because they'll just be too dark. This gives you a lighter base to work with. If you've seen online how I did this roof, I started the same way. The red primer, khaki. The main color in here is the khaki, and then I added the other color accents. So that will that khaki tan is a good base to use. Just trying to cover. After I did that, all this is just regular acrylics. I just used stuff I had from like the Americana and stuff like that. The acrylics. The windows at Hobby Lobby, you can get just really thin acetate to put on the backside and glue those in place, and just glue them to the backside to give you your actual windows. I did not, and I may finish this up on my model. I'm providing the basis for this. You can add to it. You can add end pieces on. I just have not done that yet. But anyway, it's a good little model. I needed it for my my layout, and I hope y'all enjoy building it. If you have any questions, always feel free to contact me. I'll be glad I'll talk to you as long as you need. Like I said, my name's Ty Brown. This is mine from tysplanes.com, and thank you very much.